Okay, so you've successfully installed Power Music Mac on your computer, you've activated the software, you've entered the voucher code and downloaded all of the songs into your Mac. What I'm going to do in this short video is to show you how to find songs, how to set up a playlist, and a wee bit about how to transfer stuff back and forward from the box, and talk a bit about the new feature, which is the links which are with every song. So let's launch Power Music. I said in the last video how it's really important that you update the software before you do anything. If you haven't updated the software, you really need to update it now. Simply go to Power Music and check for updates. As time goes on, there'll be various updates to the software, so you should always take these to get the latest version. I'll just accept this update now. And that's me in the latest version of Power Music Mac. All the songs that are in Power Music are listed down the side here, and you can scroll down this list. And you can simply click on any song and it'll display it in the right hand panel. You can display the chord sheet, you can display the sheet music, or you can even display both side by side. Going back to chord sheets, one of the most useful features is the ability to transpose. This is currently in G, so let's just transpose this up to A. Let's tap on there and it transposes up. What you can also do is you can put on capo chords. So by selecting the key you want to capo it to, let's put D and capo it, it puts the capo chords in brackets after the normal chord. If you change the key or put the capo keys on, then it'll remember that next time you come back in to use the song. You can search the song by clicking in here and start typing, and you'll be able to find anything from the title. So let's just find one of the songs here. Chord straight dance 4. Okay, let's have a look at the music for that. That's fine. If you want to add that song to the playlist, all you do is double click on it and it puts it into the playlist here. Once it's in the playlist, if you select it, you can then change it between chords or sheet music, and again it remembers it in the playlist. What you can also do is you can search by title, that is any word in the title as opposed to what the title starts with, any text in the lyrics. You can search by the copyright holder, or you can search by the melody, and maybe explain that in a later video. Indexing. Every song is in a category or a number of categories, and by clicking on here we get the list of categories. If we want to find songs about the Holy Spirit, just click on there and we get a list of songs that we can select. Again, we can take one and just double click on it and it goes into the playlist, and again you can change it between music or chords. Author or composer, again click on here, go down and let's find John Egan, and there's a couple of songs that he has contributed to the Spring Harvest 2014 songbook. The Bible references allow us to search for songs which are relevant to particular Bible verses. This has all been put in by the compilers of the Spring Harvest 2014 songbook. So we go in here, we can choose, let's say we're looking for something in Romans, and let's say Romans chapter 3 and verse 23, and we find a song which has been linked to that particular verse in the Bible. The reason there's two is the alternative titles. This song, if we go and look at the music, is known as I Will Not Hide Your Saving Grace, and it's also known as Saving Grace. So both titles appear, so that you can select it by either one. Again, let's just put it up into the playlist. Okay, so to actually perform now from this playlist, all we do is we select the first song in the playlist and then we go full screen. Once you're in full screen, all of the icons and menus and things disappear, and you're left with a nice clear screen, making the maximum use of the space. Down the side here in the sidebar we have the playlist, and we have a wee clock which is useful to keep an eye on in the service and see what time it is, and there's the performance notes. Performance notes again were put in by the compilers, but you can add your own notes to the suggested arrangement. Just click on edit, you get a cursor there and you can start typing. Whatever you put in there and save, that will be saved along with that song, so next time you come back to it, your notes will be there. So at practice you decide to do a particular intro with guitars instead of the piano, then you can take a note of that there, and then when you come back you'll find it's there. To move down through the playlist, you just use the down arrow, okay, and up arrow takes you back up it. To move through page at a time, use the right arrow, and when you reach the end of the song it moves you on to the next song on the playlist. So right and left arrow for moving through page by page, up and down arrow to move from one song to the next. Now you'll notice that the first song here is 2 pages. It would be much better if that was 3 pages per screen, so I'm very quickly going to show you how you can edit it to make it look that way. So pressing escape to come out of full screen mode, and all I say is, which one was it? I think it was this one, wasn't it? Yes. Let's go to edit song, and all I need to do is say let's change this to 3 pages per screen and save that. Immediately we've got it 3 pages per screen, so there's no more page turning required. Playlists can be saved, so I'm just going to save this one now, and this is the playlist for Sunday the 7th of the 4th. I'll put it in, 7/4, put it in that way, and I'll say OK to that. So that's my playlist saved. There's a list of saved playlists in here. Obviously there's the one I've just saved, but if you had a whole lot of other playlists, you can go back and look at the playlists there. One of the things I haven't mentioned are these things up here, which are links. What these give you is for every song that's been put in by Spring Harvest, they have linked a number of websites to this particular song. This would be the Elevation website, so if I click on here, it launches my browser and it takes me to the Elevation web page. And here I've got some information from the Elevation website. Just close that just now. Depending on which song you go to, you might find, for instance, there's a website for the particular artist. I know that Pete James has done that, so let me just go in here and let's go to author. Let's go to Pete James. And let's pick one of his songs. And you'll notice there's a website, and it's Pete James's own website. So if you want to find out more about the artist, you can just click on there and it'll take you straight to his website. There's also links to people who've got Facebook pages, Twitter accounts, and anything else that the compilers of the songbook would want to put in. One of the nice features of this is, you'll notice this again if we maybe go to one of Martin Smith's. There we are. And let's choose God's Great Dance Floor. You'll notice there's an iTunes link in here. If I double click on that, it takes me to the iTunes store, and it shows me an album that particular piece of music's in. Here it is here, and if I want, I can just click on play. There. It gives you a preview of the song, and if you want you can buy it, view it in iTunes, and you can even buy it from there. Okay. Final thing I want to quickly take you through is how to use the box to share your playlist with other members of the band. If we go here to my box and I log in, there it's remembered what I was logged in as, so let's do that. And here's the list of songs on our box and the list of songs in our computer. If we click on playlists, you'll notice there's the playlist I created, Sunday the 7th of the 4th. If I select that playlist and click on upload, then that playlist has been uploaded to the box, so anyone else who's got Power Music, whether it's on a PC or a Mac or even an iPad, if they log on to the box account, they can download that playlist and you can share the playlist between the people in your band. Just log out, close that down. So there we have it. It's Power Music for the Mac. There are many more features. There's all the features about how to add your own songs from PDF, how you can add chord sheets by either typing them in or cutting and pasting them from an editor. Lots of other things I could show you, but this is just a brief introduction for people who have bought the Spring Harvest 2014 Songbook. Thanks for watching these videos. I hope you found them helpful.